recording here on the trench warfare simulation, and we'll start with Germany. And Germany is going to make some offensive moves here in the center, and so we're going to move some troops up from the back. I'm going to go to 300 there, 300 here, and we're going to move these into there. Those into there. So this one's going to move down, and this one's going to move over. So actually this would be 200. And this would be 200. And we're going to take this one, move this one over to get our 100 there. And then we're going to take these two and send them across no man's land over here. So we're going to be the attacker here, Germany, and we're sending 200 across no man's land. And the defender country is going to be France, and they will have 100 there. It looks like we lost, and that takes us down with 80 left on both sides. So this goes to 0 now, both of these, and France goes down to 80. So that didn't work out very good. And so that's the first battle. As you can see, it was a total disaster. So now France's turn comes up, and let's say France decides to attack across here. Well, first Germany would probably want to make some moves here. So we just move those over from there. So now we have to make some decisions. This is going to make it a little bit more difficult. We just moved those, so we can't move those over. So we're going to take some from here over to here. 50 there. That goes down to 50. Because we don't want them to get across and take over anything. So now we're going to go 50 there. 50 here. Okay, and so now we'll take these and move these down. 100. And see, we're starting to deplete ourselves here a little bit. And I think we're going to do some movement over here as well. Just to get some more guys. Right there. And you can see our reserves are really, that was kind of a brutal attack there. So we've got a weak spot here in the front line, so we're going to send France across here. So now we're going to change our battle calculator to France. We're going to go 100, and we're going to put Germany down here at 50. See what happens. So Germany has 40 left. And France lost 100 there. That was the only battle France was going to do. Now France is going to do some movement. We're going to move this one up here. So we'll move 100 into there, and we'll say we'll move 100 up here, which would make this one go down to 0. We do the same thing up here. Move these guys over here. Ready for a big push there. Move these guys over here. Move some more up here. Some more up here. And I think we'll do the same over here. Go to 200 there. Move those up another one to 0. So we moved 100 from here and then 100 from here to make that 200 there. And I think we'll leave these the rest. So that's the end of France's turn. Now we'll go back to Germany. And Germany took quite a licking that time. So we've moved some troops up there. Let's see if we can bring a really big push on the ends here. We'll take this one down. Here again. Looks like the weak spot is here, but we're going to move 200 down to here and maybe not battle this time. Maybe just go to 300 there. Another 300 over here. $300 right there, and definitely need to move these guys down. That looks pretty weak up there. I'm going to go 150 there. Bring another 150 up here. And let's do another one here. We're going to go bring another 100 in here. And I think we better move some more up here. You can see how tough it must have been moving these troops around, trying to figure out where to go. Trying to stay aggressive as a commander, but yet getting really hammered here. Most of our third line reserves are pretty much gone now. So there, we did movement. We had no war that time, trying to just get in position. France now, their turn. They're going to send 200 across over here. And that's against Germany's 300. And we took a huge shellacking there. So now we've lost 200 troops. We're down to 0, and Germany's down to 280. Okay, so now France has decided that's enough for one day. So they're going to move some troops up here. In zone 1. They're down there. We're going to move up more troops up here. That's 200, and then we'll move these up to here, which will take this to 0. And we'll bring another 200 up here. Take that down to 0. And this might be where the next big push will be for them. And maybe just move 180 up here. And can move another 100 up here. And then these will be going down here. Okay, so it looks like France is done now, and we're ready to do Germany again. Germany's ready to make their big push on the ends here. We're going to go for a going to try to encircle here. So Germany's going to bring 280 across this time. Breaking through that front line is where it's at. That's what you got to try to get done here. Get into the trenches on the other side. France is at 100. Okay, so these two battles, 280, 100, and France looks like they're victorious. So Germany is to 0. France goes to 72. And Germany over here, so we're again at 300 this time. Again, huge, costly to cross no man's land. France is 100 again. Looks like Germany gets whacked. They're down to 0, and France goes down to 70. Okay. Okay, so Germany, we got to move some troops around here. We're going to move 100 over here. That means 100 comes out of here. So we're going to bring these down. So that 100 is going over here. So another 100 is going there. So really all we have to do then is take that down to 0. We don't have any over here, so we're going to move 100 over here. And 100 from here to here. And then bring these down to here. Which means we've already depleted our reserves to the rear. Now you can see this is going to go on, and it really shows that the offensive side, which was what it was like in World War I, crossing no man's land is so costly. And I think students rather quickly will figure out that being on the defensive was where you wanted to be, and that really crossing no man's land and trying to attack the other side was extremely dangerous and I would say reckless. You can see that the casualty percentages are about 90%, and you really don't gain anything. And this went on for years. So the Western Front was really a stalemate, and any time you were on the offensive, you suffered the heaviest casualties. I think in the Battle of the Somme, it was like 90%, and that's what I kind of set the simulation up to do. And so they go back and forth. At first, they might think it's a little complicated, but it's pretty easy to figure out. And I think it's best if two students on a computer can do this together, kind of on their own, and you kind of guide them. I think they would really enjoy this and understand what the Western Front was really like.